Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Hankins. Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hankins. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Kick is in the air. Hauls it in at the 40. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds.
electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hankins. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads quickly. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Tulane right back to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. There's the pressure. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Hey, listen, this guy is one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, but you have to know when the play is over. And that time, just trying to do too much, trying to make too many people miss, reversing field, counting on that speed to be able to outrun the defense. But they figure it out. They start taking away the angles. They're inevitably able to get to him and bring him down for a massive loss.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Offense with jumbo personnel. They're going to run it to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A lot of defenders around on that screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Tulane right back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Green Wave! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's got great speed. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. three of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They kick it away on 4th down. Coverage team does a good job. Touches it dead. No return on this one.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times, and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Motion from the wideout. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
And the Tulane offense will take over 1st and 10.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
From the red zone, it's Hankins. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. How about the offense both teams put on display in this first quarter? Huge early numbers. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. No huddle offense to the line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Aggies are facing third and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Reads it, fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moving away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll leave it with the lone back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Tulane right back to the line. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing
He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Gonna run it. It's Hayden. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Hard running there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They get to the line quickly.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO. And just
turns on the Jets. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
he shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. To the ground with the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tulane.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking for room. It's McLeod. Makes it past the marker. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. That brings them to within one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just one over San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
The screen, and watch out. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Breaks into the open. Look out, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the move, it's McLeod. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McLeod. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught in the backfield. It's McLeod. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made it.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Trying to barge in. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They're going to ride this running back. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Texas A&M going up tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Soft spot in the middle. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Aggies! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, Dave.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Using his legs, it's McLeod. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Gives it to the back on the draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And oftentimes running backs love to run plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling past. The quarterback that sound pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield. And
Turning it on. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll try to snap it quickly. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up. Trying play action. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Utah State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Oh, he's got some swing. Across the 40 outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Texas A&M going quickly. The give to the tailback. Fights off the defender. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Bringing the heat. He turns it loose to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to clear out.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tulane. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. And the Aggies will hustle with the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to change this route. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 40. And he's wrestled to the ground. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Hayden. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So first down will open up the final period. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown,
throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the Jets, and is gone.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll run play action. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to...
Underneath toastal coverage, got it deep downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Finds a spot in the middle. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. It's late in the football game. They're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Tulane right back to the line. It's a draw. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Hankins. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quick release on the RPO. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Tulane just a few inches away, might take a shot on second down. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Got his man on the right. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the...
There he goes. Touchdown Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everything. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Catch in the middle, it's Hankins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and short, the power run here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. first down for this offense.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Green Bay!
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Breaks into the open. Spinderella. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Off play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They send the tight end in motion. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Aggie. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
And the ball's out. Who's going to get it? That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. To the air on second down. Unloads it downfield. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Wide open downfield. Into the secondary on the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Going for it all. Touchdown, Green Wave. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd and eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes out needing a score here, down 1 possession. Looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the 10. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're just down 6.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Power football with the run. He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Texas A&M going quickly. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. I'd advise just throwing this one away. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.